Viewers, we're looking here at the interior of Rita, a 1914 50-foot minette. And she's been in for major work, including a new bottom. And Tom Adams has just told me that the bottom has been refastened and buttoned down, and now they're going to start reinstalling the rest of the boat. I understand there's more varnish work to do as well. This is a Lake Muskoka boat. She's been in the shop for about 22 months, I think, or 20 months. And I think Tom's anticipating that she'll be ready to go this summer, 2016. This is quite the boat. You can see the extent of the woodwork that's gone on with this. There's hundreds and hundreds of plugs. And you can imagine the amount of lumber this was going to take on a 50-foot vessel. It'll be exciting to see Rita on the water once again. The boat we're looking at here is a 1916 minette by the name of Ardmore. She's a 26-footer, and Tom and his staff have put in new covering boards and some new planking, some deck strips and some bottom planks, and the engine's being removed for a rebuild as well. She's had about 4 coats of varnish on her at this point, and with another 5 or so to go. She's certainly starting to look gleamy. What a lovely, graceful, long deck launch. Tom tells me he starts at a 220 sandpaper when they're sanding and stripping, and goes up to 400. He doesn't use anything less than 220. And that's to avoid scratches. Very nice. Rob Atfield reporting for Port Carling Boats viewers. It's the day before the ACBS Spring Tour in Muskoka, Ontario. We're here at Curtis Hillman's shop, and we're looking at one of the most beautiful boats I've ever seen. There's not a straight line on this boat. Talk about curvature. It's a 1939 Shepherd, 22-footer, and Curtis has put a new bottom on it and a new transom. And he's started the varnishing process. Curtis tells me when the seats are in this boat, it's a real knockout. Beautiful wooden windshield and lovely mahogany throughout by the look of it. At some point I hope to be able to show you this boat when it's all complete. What a magnificent design though. What an incredible boat. Once again, it's a Shepherd, so it handles big water pretty well. We're powered here by a 6-cylinder engine by the look of it. Flathead. That's one stunning boat. We're looking here at a Minette Shields Gentleman's Racer viewers. Curtis has just done some finishing work on this. He's put a new floor in, and he's just done a beautiful varnish job. He apologizes because there's dust in the shop and the boat needs a gentle wipe, but you can see what a gorgeous job he's done on it, nevertheless. This boat's powered by a contemporary Ford engine. Looks like she'd seat 3 comfortably, very shallow draft, and no doubt she flies. Her name is Fancy Lady. For those of you that love gentlemen's racers, this is creme de la creme. Over and out. Curtis is reaching the final stages on this kit boat, which I mentioned in a previous video, viewers. It was built in somebody's living room in Toronto, apparently. It's a cold molded construction. And Curtis has done a number of coats of varnish. Some restorers use a polish for their final coats, but Curtis says even if you use a really fine grit, you can often end up with some circular marks on it. So he just does his best to create a dust-free environment for his final coats. This boat's been out of commission for a number of years, and we're sure the owner's going to be very happy to see it back in the water. Great varnish job. Looks like glass, absolutely. Beautiful work. Morning viewers, April 30th, 2016, we're on the Antique and Classic Boat Society Spring Tour in Muskoka, Ontario. We're here at Brackley Boats. Let's see what Paul has on offer this morning. We're looking here at a beautiful, beautiful 1939 Chris Craft water wagon, called water wagon, pardon me. 27 feet, custom runabout, a barrel-back stern. Boat's in for some cosmetic work. The engine has been removed from this boat, and I believe a new power plant's going in. For a boat of this vintage, this Chris Craft is in beautiful, beautiful condition. Reminiscent of a Garwood triple cockpit. Obviously, some work's been done on refreshing the engine compartment here. It's one beautiful boat. We're looking here, viewers, at a early 1950s a Seabird, Port Carling boat Seabird. Dual cockpit. This boat is ready for some revarnishing. I'm not sure that's going to happen while it's in the shop. Jeremy Brackley tells me that they're mainly doing bottom work now. They've stripped the bottom of the anti-fouling paint and they're going to put racing bottom paint on it. Jeremy says the advantage of this is that with the anti-fouling you really have to renew it every year, where the racing bottom will last significantly longer. Presumably it's a little more environmentally friendly as well. Lovely old boat.